Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase,
And it's me, Jaime.
and we are the Mojito Mommies. Thank you guys for being so patient. I'll be honest with you, the Wendy and Eddie of it all really threw off the schedule. Just like we've been round the clock on the Wendy and Eddie thing, and child, there are other housewives or other things going on. So it's good to talk about something else. Jaime, how are you? Did you want to say anything about it?
I mean, out of everybody in Potomac, they were the last people that I thought that would be doing something like this. Um, yeah, I hate it. I know that we threw our jokes and everything in the group chat and stuff, but when it boils down to it, it's just like
Not me, certainly not I.
Wendy. I mean, they just seemed to like Eddie seemed so level headed and he had his little business. And, Wendy was a political correspondent. She was popping up, giving levity to some situations over the last 4 years. Like, it just, come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
For $500,000, like, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it.
All right, you guys. Hey, Lot Queen. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we had to move the schedule a little bit. So if you catch it, great. If you don't, we'll be here in perpetuity
Catch.
on social media. So you'll be able to catch it when you catch it. But we're
What
going to get
word?
right into it. Huh?
Yes, perpetuity. In perpetuity. Yes, word.
I think that it is harder for me to like, well, it was at one point, now it's not. But like when I first started like talking to you guys and like abbreviated slang and stuff like that, it was very hard for me to like type that stuff because I did not, even though I grew up in an environment where of course we talk our things, I don't think it was until I moved to Atlanta that like my voice became so improper and highly like I speak very Atlanta, you know what I mean? But I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from Florida, and I've always just been,
I love
I
it.
was
We
a third
love
grade
words.
spelling bee champ, so
Look,
a
and it's
nerd.
fun because I hear words like that, and it's like great use of it because in perpetuity is not an easy word just to slide in a normal conversation. So, all right, good for you.
Well, big
See
words for
you
Elmo.
come for the shade, leave
Yes,
with word of the day. So
leave
I
with an
challenge you,
education,
my
honey.
viewers. I
Yeah.
challenge my viewers. Try to use in perpetuity at least one time in a sentence today.
Speaking
Reading
of in
Rainbow.
perpetuity, Julia reveals that she slept with Adriana in the Hamptons, and Lisa's asks, "Why are you doing this if you're married?"
Mm.
And Julia evaded that question. She didn't answer it, but she did say that this took place before their weird friend engagement in Miami. Well, not in Miami, but wherever they were in the Hamptons, when she was crying in the rain and proposed and all that weird shit. Anyway, Julia says that she was scared and felt that Adriana was going to blackmail her as she already was blackmailing her with this information. And so she did not want to be in debt to Adriana in perpetuity. Catch that. In perpetuity with this information. Julia says Adriana used to tell her she owed Adriana her housewife's paycheck, and Adriana said it was my bad idea to give you the idea to go ahead and become an opera singer. She didn't say bad idea, but I felt like it was.
It was a
Anyway,
horrible idea.
Adriana says that she doesn't have a dick, so they could not have slept together. And everybody's like, okay. Adriana says Julia has imposter syndrome because she changed her name. Who changes their name? And then she begins to call her Yulia, Yulia, Yulia. And she calls Yulia a Russian spy. From there, Marisol says she believes that Adriana will blackmail people. So, hey, it is what it is. And the majority of the ladies do feel like they did hook up. Julia says that she feels guilty about it, and Martina cried when she found out. Unseen footage shows Adriana saying that she was going to expose Yulia. Adriana then says, since it's all on the table, well, no, let's stop right here before we put it all on the floor, okay? Um, just quick questions. Do you think that Adriana was blackmailing Yulia?
I don't think it was the black middle of the point. I think it was like, bitch, you came on to me, you patted my puss, you're flirting with me, you're kissing me, and now you're like leaving me high and dry to hang out with bitches that you know I don't fuck with, and you know that don't fuck with me. Like, my God, I thought that we were actually friends. Like, get your shit together. Um, but even if she was blackmailing Julia, oh well, Adriana was not married. Adriana was single as fuck.
Oh,
Like
well.
maybe keep it in your pants,
Well,
lady,
maybe you
instead of
shouldn't give. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, yeah, like instead of throwing it, giving it to anybody, in who will take it. Like my God, and I like that in this moment, Lisa literally was like, make it make sense. Like Adriana is single. You were the one that was married, and Adriana was like, we didn't like we messed around. Julia, we made out, we cuddled. Julia petted me. Like okay, um, I really hate that Marisol and particularly Alexia were trying to paint Adriana as the one in the wrong about this. Um, with never once telling Julia, like, Julia, wow, that's correct. Like the mental gymnastics, even Kiki getting in on it of like, well, maybe, some folks have open relationships. Kiki, please shut up. Please
I
shut
don't
up.
need help.
Please shut up. Because if they had an open relationship, why did she just tell her wife 7 months ago, 8
Her
months ago,
wife
not however
cried.
long? Like, please shut up, Kiki. Everybody shut up.
I believe that Adriana was going to blackmail her with that. I don't give a damn. I know that we had a talk about it in the group chat. I know that a lot of the friends in the group chat. Speaking of which, everybody, let's wish Antonio, who you guys see over here, periodically, a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Antonio. But Antonio said he did not believe that she was going to use that information to blackmail her. And here's what: from the mouth of guilty conscience speaks. So Adriana, not Adriana, but Julia knew clearly she had done something that she was not supposed to do. So
Yeah.
whether or not Adriana was actually blackmailing her with that or blackmailing her with the other information that we're going to get to in a little bit, she
That's
was
what
being
I think she
blackmailed in
was
my
talking.
opinion. Yeah,
Yeah.
but she was
That's
being
what I
blackmailed in
think.
my opinion. And when you are guilty and you have done something, you
Yeah.
do not know what's what. So it is best
Yeah.
for you to come clean about everything. And
Yeah.
as we saw Julia, as she did with, well, she didn't do this with Gertie, but she told a half truth because she only told half of what could have
Yeah.
possibly been blackmailed about. But that's why she did it. I can't litigate whether or not I believe she was going to do one or the other. But it is very clear that just as they say Marisol has a Rolodex on people, Adriana had a Rolodex and knew where all of the bodies were buried when it came to Julia. So that's why
But the
Julia had
thing,
to come clean.
the difference on that is Adriana just keeps tabs on what you do. Marisol was literally hiring people to dig up any dirt because she didn't have anything on Nicole.
She didn't have
Like,
anything on
she
Nicole.
didn't have anything. So she's like, shit, goddamn, somebody better find something. Adriana's like, lady, why you trying to molest me on this trip? I'm gonna remember that. Lisa taking notes. Like, these women do not like accountability, and they're scared when people say, I'm going to remember what you do and say. That's completely different than not having shit and
Because they
trying to find something.
definitely, the visceral reactions they had to Gertie exposing those text messages and Lisa taking notes, they were not able to actually. What do you mean you taking notes? Everything I say.
Listen, and that's why I believe when Gertie ascertained after the show was airing that the reason she wasn't invited to that dinner was because Julia maybe wanted to hook up with Captain Sandy.
Oh, I just don't want to see that. Anyway, hey everybody.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Hey Carlos, hey Kevin, hey MJ, hey Demisio, and hey Lot Queen, and hey anybody else who's in the room in the lounge. We appreciate you. We will be live immediately after Real Housewives of Potomac tonight, so tune in for that. And thank you for tuning in for this. Now, Adriana says she didn't have a dick, so they couldn't have slept together. I guess it's your definition of slept together, but this is what I want you guys to notice. For me, the reason I'm going to bring it up again ad nauseum is the reason why I believe Marisol and everyone else that girl said ratchet is because Adriana does this thing where she conveniently plays fucking dumb. I don't have a dick, so how could we have had sex? Bullshit, the baker. That was a sexual act that was committed.
Yep.
So that whether you call it sex or not, it was a sexual act. And that's just what I'm saying, like about Adriana. We let her get away with a lot. I don't let her get away with nothing. But the people let her get away with a lot. Instead of just coming clean and saying she did it, she eventually tells us what they did. And let's see what else. Do you believe that? Well, you answered all of that actually. Wow, you're good. You're good. Wow.
Good. In
Do you think
perpetuity.
do you think Julia owes Adriana her Housewives check?
I wouldn't say that she owes it to her, but like there's a certain level of, ma'am, nobody cared or knew about you until I introduced you into this group and brought you on this show. There's a certain level of like, let's have each other's backs because I've already told you the way that these women are. And everything that Adriana or that Julia is claiming Adriana told her is coming to pass. She was scared to have Julia become friends with Alexia and Marisol because she knew how Alexia and Marisol are. And what are we seeing? Alexia and Marisol using dumbass Julia as a pawn to get under Adriana's skin. So
it's working too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I told you how these people were 4 or 5 years ago. I told you what they've been doing to me. I told you how they gang up on me. And as my friend, particularly you embarrassed your fucking self and, proposing to me to be a lifelong best friend for life. And then immediately the next season, when you get a little bone thrown at you, like all of a sudden you want to turn on me, or you want to like start saying that I'm the bad guy. Like, hey, bitch, don't do no funny shit and we won't have a problem. But you're doing funny shit, Julia.
Well, speaking of funny
Julia,
shit,
the
Fulia, honey, Acafulia. Adriana says, since it's all on the table, she's going to put it all on the floor. And Adriana says, Julia's marriage wasn't in a good place. And she told her she cheated on Martina with the Haitian mortician. And then she took him to the motel, had to pay for the motel, and she had to give him a coffee maker too. Because that's the only way he was sleeping with that big old lesbian.
Julia didn't have nothing to say.
Stephanie finally does something that makes me warm up to her because she is in tears. It is stitching. You can tell
loving it.
You can tell she really needs a friend group. She doesn't have any friends because this is the mess that goes on in a friend group all the time. And we friends and we love each other, but there's always some mess in a friend group. Anytime you get more than two together, anytime you get more than one person together, it's gonna be some mess somewhere up and down the friendship. It just is what it is. And if your friendship is perfect and y'all ain't never had no mess, I challenge it and say, maybe you bitches aren't real friends. Because the real caveat to friendship is, how do you navigate past the mess? Anyway, but either way it goes, Stephanie is calculator, bitch. Welcome to a group of friends, girl, because I calculate all the time with the bitches I know.
So, note to self, don't tell Chase nothing about what I do.
Because I be like,
don't tell him shit.
Yeah, they be laughing at me all the time. They make fun of me so much.
Look,
do you guys know that when the episode aired of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, and they aired the clip from the podcast with me and Juiceadora, they made fun of me and was like, why you was looking like that? I'm like, wait, let's focus on what's what. Let's not focus on how I was looking.
Also, the amount of people that had told me you made them cackle last week when you said, USSR, you kidding me? The fool.
See, that's us cackling at Julia's mess. Anyway,
they lived. That was good.
Adriana, you left it wide open. Adriana says she had another lover that we're not done yet because she had a cop. And when she says these things, Alexia says, we don't care about the mortician. We want to know about you.
Yeah, why are you bringing this up? You slept with her. I'm like, baby, I need you to turn this on. I need you to turn it on.
I don't want to hear facts.
I need you to turn this on.
I'm going off a feeling.
I don't have any facts, but I feel it here in my cooter where she patted you. So tell me.
I have a theory. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I have a theory. We're going to get to it. Andy wants to know why Julia had to buy that man a coffee maker. And I think it's because that's the only way he would have slept with her. Julia says that she said, because one thing Haitians love is their coffee. Julia says she shared this to Adriana in confidence, and Martina knows. And Adriana says, you have a pattern. You're a liar and a cheater. And Julia says, no, we do not have an open relationship, Kiki. And she told her kids as well, and that's probably one of the reasons why her children.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Hate her guts. From there,
you can't stand the bitch.
From there,
maybe she should buy them some coffee makers.
You're a cheating, kid replacing, lying. Oh God, she's just all over. There is no redeemable qualities about Julia, guys. I'm sorry. If Julia, I gotta put this out here because you know they hate when we do this. I'm gonna say this quickly, and I'm gonna say that too. There's a couple of reasons why you hate Julia. It's either A, you don't like black people, because of how she treated Gertie, and you don't care, or it is that's not a good finger. It's B because you are one of those people who are purposely contrarian.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no free, and you may be C and D, all of the above. There is no way. There are no redeeming qualities about this woman. Because then after she says she told the kids and Martina and all of this stuff, and she doesn't have open relationship. She says, "But Adriana, you're trying to be malicious and bring this up." And Gertie then says, "Oh, Julia, always playing the victim." And then Adriana says, "Julia cheats on her wife, and I'm the bad guy." Adriana says, "I would never go for her to cheat Julia. She's a dirty little whore." Ah!
I want to know what brand coffee maker it was. Was it like a Mr. Coffee?
It better have been a good one.
Was it one of the barista type things? And I know Martina, after she found out, she went back and she was like, "Let me check this bank account." Because I know this old farming ass bitch ain't got this money. When she took this out of our joint account, oh bitch.
Joint account? Julia got money?
She goes, she hasn't bought me a coffee maker. You know what she got me? 2 kids I didn't want and goats. This
2 coffee kids I didn't motherfucking want.
She wearing a shirt. I married Julia the Foolie, and all I got was this fucking coffee maker.
I married Julia the Foolie, and all I got is these 2 coffee color kids.
Thanks.
Listen, let's run it down. She has no redeemable qualities. She throws drinks on people. She bullies the cast and beats them up, and nobody says a thing. She does. She did you see what she did to that poor chair at that event? And was and loses her mind. Wait a minute. Remember we lived for this? Oh, come on, baby. Yeah, come on. Oh, she meant that shit.
She was looking for a reason to punch her.
Yes. She's okay. She may be, she's racially provocative. Because y'all hate when I call people racist. She is violent. She's a liar because she lied on Gertie. She's lying all up and through this reunion. What else is there? There's more. She's a cheater.
She can't dress. Her hair always wet.
She can't even dress good for a butch lesbian. She doesn't even pull that look off good.
Soft butch.
She has no redeemable qualities. And then, not even to mention that she has no redeemable qualities. She is sitting there trying to play. She's still at the end of the day. Y'all hate to say this. I have never seen a 6'4" fragile white woman. So this is new to me too. Because there's nothing.
He was trying so hard to eke out some tears. Just sit there. Julie, I know when you came with this plan to do it, the thing is, Adriana is a lot of things, and that's a whole different podcast that we can get into all the things that Adriana is. But one thing Adriana is not is a fool and is stupid. She's been dealing with, she is not. I don't know what Julia thought she was going to accomplish by airing Adriana out, because if anything, she garnered Adriana more respect and more support. Julia, you made yourself look like a sociopath, a serial cheater. And then just tell the truth, Adriana. Tell them what happened. Tell them what happened. And then Adriana flips it. It's like, all right, bitch, I wasn't going to air this out, but here we go. Now all of a sudden she's like, well, I told her that in confidence. Yeah. Like, you fucked her in confidence. You fucked her in confidence or patted her. I don't know. But lady, you didn't think this all the way through. And now you thought this was going to save your job. And if anything, the people want you gone. I don't want to see none of this mess. See, this is the government the liberals want. Just free cheating lesbos, just out here getting coffee for anybody who will take it. Preying on these straight women.
Listen, Jaime, this is ridiculous. The reactions.
Libby, from Adriana's couch versus the other people's couch. Lisa and Gertie were disgusted.
They were gross out. That is borderline homophobic, by the way.
No, I think it just has everything to do with Julia. They're like, Stephanie was living. Whenever Adriana got up to act out what she did at that vacation, she goes, I was coming after I got drunk with Marisol and Adriana. She corners me aggressively and says, Oh, I want you.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
oh, make
Oh,
love to me.
oh. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much for
God.
your super chat. Could you read who this is from? I can't see it.
Natalia, thank you so much. Oh, this is a good picture, Natalia. I know that's
Girl, you look
right.
good, girl.
You look
You look
good,
good.
girl. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Natalia.
much.
Attach
Listen,
a message to it if you want us to say something to you now. Um,
oh,
oh
Kevin said
God, it just
Adriana did a draw 4 and a reverse Uno on Julia. Shut that lady up for the rest of the reunion.
she
Julia had
did it.
all that talk, and as soon as Adriana exposed her, she said she didn't even say no. She was like, "Well, I told her that in secret." Girl,
Oh, I bet you did. I bet you did. And how dare you? No, bitch, how dare you? She hit her with a reverse back to me. Draw 8.
oh my God.
Color green. No, the color pink, because she went and set up under the pink lights. Gertie says Julia is always playing the victim. But wait, this is what really got me together, right? It was Larsa. Girl, we're gonna get it's Larsa. We're gonna get the Larsa silly ass in just a little bit. But
Oh my
Julia's
God.
a dirty little whore, and I just wanted to put that out there and make everybody just think about how dirty of a little whore she is.
Bitch. When they got
Ju-
up for break and
yeah.
Adriana talks to Stephanie and was like, "Are you see what I do?" And Stephanie says, "Fucking girl, what did she say?"
Wait, we're gonna get to it. Because Julia,
Oh,
speaking of backstage, I'm walking backstage, and Julia's busy trying to convince Andy and Alexia that Julia wasn't herself for 4 years because she was afraid that whatever it was, she was gonna get blackmailed was gonna come out. They fooled together at the Versace mansion as well. And Alexia says, I mean, that's kind of hot. I kind of get it. And I just
get
gotta
it.
be honest with you. I believe that this is Alexia's lesbian awakening happening right
Yeah.
before our eyes. Lexia wants some coochie. She want to be
Oh,
fingered.
she's like,
She
"Well,
want to be
maybe I should have
coochie.
let you sleep in my bed because
Maybe I
Todd
should.
ain't giving it to me."
That's why she couldn't let her sleep in there because she knew she would have gave up them panties too. Julia says Martina knows and wanted to know why she was going to say it. And Julia says, but I cannot lie.
Oh, you can't.
Bullshit, the you've been lying the whole season. I cannot
Oh,
tell
you
a lie.
can't.
Yes, you can. You have. What are you
Interesting.
doing? What have you
Interesting.
been doing?
Oh my God.
You've been lying. When she said that, I was like, I done heard it all. You know, I send her in a group chat all the time. I done heard it all.
I done heard it all. And the
I
way
have
that she
heard it
tried to be
all.
so demure. Oh,
But you
Kiki
know
was like,
me.
What y'all do? Oh, I can't. I want to respect her privacy.
I just can't.
Now? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. Too much. I can't.
I can't say why. I can't say.
So and Alexia was like, "No, but I'm not a lesbian, so I want to know what ladies do." And Kiki,
Because Alexia asked her. Alexia
Kiki
asked
was
the
like,
lesbian.
"Oh, I watch a lot of porn."
She said, "Did you eat her? Did you eat her out?" I'm like, Alexia's getting hot. Alexia wanted it. Alexia wanted it.
Oh my God.
I was actually like,
It was in it.
Alexia,
Wanting
you
all
are
the details.
in it. In
Oh my God.
it. She's swimming in it, honey. Kiki says, like, what? Eat on her finger. Now let's okay. I just snorted on camera. I never do that. Okay, I'm sorry. All of that aside, is that tack? Like, it's tacky, but like,
It's a
is that
little
an
tacky.
ism? Is it an ism or is it just tacky?
It's tad, but that's how women are. Even with their gay friends, what y'all do? Well,
Yeah,
walk me
did you
through it
bend
because
over
I
and
don't
take
know
it up the
what y'all
butt?
do. I mean, I think Kiki would though.
Oh, Kiki
Kiki
definitely
absolutely
would.
would. With Martina, and I love how Kiki tried to play it off like Martina's always flirting with me.
No,
Now
bitch.
Keeks. Now Keeks.
Flirting for the close near the soul to the highest bidder.
Look, you flirting with the wrong one. Martina don't have any money. Julia spent it all on coffee makers.
Gertie gets her wax and it says, what was the reason with 9 engagements later and Julia still doesn't know the meaning of marriage? Thank God damn.
Get her, Gertie.
Russell
Get her,
says
Gertie.
he also doesn't know the meaning of accountability. I said, okay, Russell, get your little lick in. Larsa says she doesn't believe it at all. She doesn't believe a Haitian mortician. And Stephanie says, stop it with the bullshit. Julia's a nympho and she believes her because Julia fucks everybody. And then Larsa says, well, and Judy and Stephanie did get some respect from me for that. Larsa says, well, your relationship could be in a bad place and it could be easy to slip and fall. And then she looks over to her boyfriend and he's like, what? And she's like, but I would never slip and fall on you, baby. Now, make sure that we all keep in mind that he is 31 and Larsa's every day of 60.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Good for her. Good for her. Because that man
Like,
fine. I'm
is
so
that
sorry.
like that good for her? Because that's like empowering, but also like weird. I don't know. Anyway, Well, you know, it's
Oldest Larsa.
interesting how people look at that because if it was a 60-year-old man dating a 31-year-old woman, it wouldn't be empowering for him. But because she's a woman, it's empowering for her.
Well,
Isn't
because
that
men do that all the
interesting?
time.
Oh, I see. So it's reclaiming
Larsa is
the
only
narrative to show that they
51.
could fit it. You said what?
Larsa's only 51.
Same thing. No, it is not. It is not the same thing, but it's Larsa. It's
It
Larsa.
was so funny. This entire reunion, Larsa hasn't said one word, but then she's like, I don't believe she fucked the mortician. I believe she fucked Adriana. I'm like, if that lady is capable of fucking one person, she ain't capable of fucking anything.
So does
And she be
Larsa
fucking
not?
anything.
Pretty much, but Larsa doesn't believe herself because she was the one who brought up on camera first that she saw
Yeah, Julia
Julia
kissing.
kissing black guys.
She made sure to say exactly what race they were.
Black guys. And the reason why Larsa had such a wild hair up her ass about it is because that's Larsa's market is black guys. So Julia was infringing on her territory and Larsa was not having it. Okay.
Not copyright infringement. Bitch, Stephanie had me rolling this package. Like Larsa tried mental gymnastics and Stephanie's like, nah, dude, like
no,
I'm not with you on this.
No.
That lady did it. That lady was
I appreciate it because it was so obvious and clear. I tweeted about that. It is very obvious that there's an alliance.
Oh, yeah.
And Stephanie's so rich, she doesn't give a fuck.
She was like, I could get fired from the show today and I will still have my plane that y'all hate me talking about. So, like,
I'll be all right.
I don't need this check, babe. This is fun.
I thought it was great. I appreciated that. So after that, Stephanie says, hell, Julia and Martina were in a good place, and Julia was still fucking everybody. So, I mean, I don't understand what you're talking about, Lars. Adriana then goes into the other dressing room because she thinks they're talking shit and didn't think that she would hear it because she's not no holla back girl. And while they are talking, Adriana busts in the room and says, you guys are rehearsing your answers? And they're like, no. What are you guys up to?
The thing is, like, Marisol and Alexia were like joking with her in that room. Like they weren't like. I was like, this dynamic is weird. Like y'all are getting kicks out of it. I think really they pick. It's almost like sisters, where two of them really form an alliance and go, let's pick on this bitch because you know she's a crash out, and they get kicks. Yeah, except Stephanie is beating them both up. Yeah. It was Stephanie Rich and they broke over there. So it's like they literally love torturing her and then watching her get wound up and just attack whoever. As long as it's not them, they're fine. Look, because the way she busted it, she said, what y'all talk about in here? I would have.
And then I was thinking, could you get the fuck out of my dressing room? But I would have bust out laughing. I'm sorry. It was hilarious. She was like, and then she was like looking up to Julia like this.
Alexi said, no, we're not. We're just talking. No, dude.
What are you telling them? What are you telling them about us? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
I'm way up there.
I was like,
Julia had so much to say, and then as soon as Adriana busted in, you really want me to believe that little 5'4" lady beating you up?
Yes, you want that's a sign of an abusive relationship.
I hate you.
That's what I believe. Anything Julia says about Adriana, I believe it. Okay, read this for us, please, Jaime.
She said, there's some rough surgery for her age. She loves our channel. Thank you. So, Adriana's face looks great. Adriana looks really, really good at this reunion. I could not take my eyes off Alexia's neck. Like,
it doesn't match.
You have everything pulled except your neck. That's the next thing you need to do.
Kind of stuff.
That's the next thing you want to do. Because every single time she turned, it looked like my boyfriend's dog that just got the little neck underneath. I love playing with his little, I call it his little pussy neck. I'm like, oh, look at this little pussy neck.
I saw the neck, but I did not write anything down about it because I don't do stuff.
Julia loved it. Julia would have loved it. Get all in that neck.
She was trying to. That's why Alexia was like, girl, you can't sleep in my bed. Because I
know think that's what set it off between Adriana and Julia? When she was like, oh, you trying to sleep with Alexia? I've had it. We're done.
Absolutely. She was like, why are you trying to sleep with them? And you know those girls hate my stinking guts. But at the end of the day, they do have her back like a real sister because there's absolutely no reason for Marisol to go and bail her out on the word ratchet.
Yep.
They're sisters in television, not in life, but they're sisters in television. And she wasn't going to let her TV sister go out like that because for as much as she hates that lady, she knows that lady is an integral part. Because when
Yep.
Julia was getting her ass kicked by Adriana, did Alexia and Marisol
Nope.
jump in?
Nope. Not a damn thing.
They said,
But you know what?
Save our reunion.
Again, Marisol is in PR. I believe Marisol knows that their dynamic is good TV. People enjoy it. People kind of root for them because they've been following them since the beginning of season 1.
They're the originals.
There's this hope that they get back together, they get back good. So it's like, even if they never do, they always have a moment in the seasons where they, they're good for a couple of episodes and they get like, that's the dynamic. And Marisol knows this. So if anything, she's going to go to bat for her because she knows that Adriana is essentially her. With Adriana gone, like Marisol really isn't interesting because nobody really has any interaction with Marisol except Alexia. Marisol is just kind of there by proxy, and people have to interact with her because of her proximity to Alexia. Adriana was the one that just kept whacking her every episode. So get rid of Adriana. Why is Marisol still there?
Exactly. I've always bring up this this comparison when people get rid of their dancing partners, right? That's what I call them, their partners. Imagine if the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I say it a lot, would have gotten rid of Kenya Moore in season 5.
Yeah.
They hated that lady's guts. And each and every last one of them said, you better bring her ass back in here.
Yeah.
So that's why I never understood why Heather was so staunch and just really wanted to get rid of Monica, because that was Heather's partner.
Yeah.
That was her season 6 storyline. Why would you get
Monica
rid of season 6 besides whine about Bronwyn?
Yep.
Nothing. You don't get rid of your story. Especially when that made you actually the it girl for a little bit. Everybody, receipts, proof, time. Yep. You better get her ass back in. What did Teresa say? You better get her ass when Danielle walked up the stage. You better get her ass back in here. Bring her back. I got to argue with her.
I'm hoping that Heather has a sit down with Monica, like what's her name? Tamara did with Katie this past episode. Just like, bring her back. Let's talk about it.
Heather's never.
I want that so bad.
She's scary. Jaime, speaking of Salt Lake City, people are begging for you to come do an episode.
I may. I'm in the things of studying.
Do it.
I may. Send me your schedule out.
You see Jaime got like Julia just did? He was like, you guys are bullies. Stop begging them.
Never happens. Doesn't happen.
It's not going to happen. He's not doing it. Maybe I can get him for one. Maybe for one.
Yes, I'll come by and be a guest.
Maybe for one. We just doing Salt Lake City off the vibes because y'all bid for it, but
here, damn. No, nothing. Just getting on the top.
Jaime, I will say this. Those have been some of my best reviews. I gotta be honest.
These women are
They're unhinged. Okay. Oh, look at how they look showing up now. Okay, I can actually read it. Wow. Marisol and Alexis. Hey, Brian. Y'all don't know who he is, and I'm not going to show you, but that's my man. Anyway, as a matter of fact, you go ahead. You read that for my man. Thank you.
Brian Cito says Marisol and Alexia said that they are not going to let this show get canceled again. They're producing behind the scenes. It's obvious and annoying, but also
annoying.
Yeah.
And Marisol can go.
And I think that's part of the reason why I am not as hard on Stephanie as you have been, because Stephanie came in and finally somebody gave Alexia what she needed. Somebody is tagging Alexia because people had been a little scared of her, which we've said this multiple times. I don't understand. This is not the Alexia from the first 3 seasons of the show. But Alexia was meek and quiet and just.
I was going to ask you that. When did Alexia become the queen bee? Because she was not that.
She started hanging out with Teresa. They came back from a 10-year hiatus. It's not going to happen. You grow up, you get divorced, your husband dies or whatever, your ex dies. And I think she gained a little bit of independence during that time. But it's night and day. But also, in season 2 of Miami, Frankie had just had his accident. So
she self-demoted herself.
Yeah, she was very focused on that. But it's night and day. It's 2 different people.
It's not the same. She was so likable because she was the truth teller. She was the calm in the chaos.
She was always neutral. She was very
she
like,
was on
hey,
yeah.
I can see
She did
both
not like
sides.
Karen, though. She did not like that Karen.
Nobody liked Karen.
She hated Karen's
I love
guts.
some Karen. I love her some. Bring
She hated
Karen
every time
and
Karen.
Anna back.
I
Please
don't know
bring them
about
back.
Karen, but she hated Karen's stinking guts. Every time Karen would smile, she'd be like, "Why is she smiling? Oh yeah, why is she smiling?"
She hated her so
She
bad.
hated that lady's guts. Okay, good lord.
Go back and
Um,
rewatch the first 3 episodes. Those are gold. They are
yeah,
underrated.
good. Do you believe that Julia's a nymph?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Does Julia believe
Yeah.
Julia's a nymph?
Yeah.
I just really
Like,
think that
I don't think
Julia.
Julia doesn't know the meaning of the word nymph, so she's like, I can't be that. If I don't,
So
I
I
have
can
no
never.
facts. It's
Yeah,
just feelings, and I don't feel slutty.
yeah. I don't feel vegan.
I don't.
Slutty vegan. Um, mm, 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 mm. Adriana goes into the dressing room and is like, "What are you doing, you big tall lesbian? What are you doing?" And Julia says Adriana told her if she ever took Marisol or Kiki's side, she would expose her. And Adriana says, "Because you're supposed to be on my side." I said, "See, what? No, Jaime, no,
Look, I'll allow it.
no, we're not allowing that.
I'll allow it.
No." But then
Because
here,
Julia needs discipline. Julia needs discipline, and if Adriana's going to be the one to give it to her, Gertie already got her wax in, embarrassed her last episode. What I will say during this entire thing, I like how Gertie has has not piled on. She's like, I already said my piece with what that lady, I'd said what I needed to say. Like, y'all, someone else, bat her up, your turn, beat her up for me. Like, I respect that. That
and
other
every
couch,
time,
they jump in and pile on.
and then every time Julia thinks she hits a home run, it's actually I like baseball. It's called a fly
Merely a
out when you
bunt.
catch a home run. You catch a bunt because anytime she hits anything, Gertie's catching it because like Gertie caught. You're trying to make yourself the victim, and you're the married woman, so you're not the victim. You're the
Yep.
perpetrator. Um,
I
so
love, before we move on, I love that she was just talking so much shit about Julia to Russell backstage, and Russell was like, yeah, that's crazy.
I hate her.
She does not like accountability. Sweet, like,
I don't want to be here. Can we get this microphone off of me, please?
give me. I'm
Can I
here.
tell you when I was getting mic'd up from Married to Medicine, I used to feel like that bitch. I did.
I
'Cause I
will
was like, I'm getting
say,
mic'd
I
up,
miss
bitch.
Married to Medicine reunions because the husbands all hang out backstage. Housewives, the husband ain't hanging out
We don't do
except on
that.
Jersey. Like,
We
we
don't
got
want
all
it.
the.
We don't want it. Do
No,
not bring Melissa and Joe back.
please, God.
I can't speak for
Please.
it. I say that somebody get mad.
Well,
I'm
no, we
speaking for
can't. It's
me.
our show. It's our show. We can say what we want to say. Don't bring Melissa and Joe back.
Please don't bring them back.
Sammy, and I dare you to cuss me out, Sammy. I
Please.
dare you.
Please don't
Oh,
bring
wait,
them
he's
people
Team
back.
Teresa. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
He hates
but
them too.
I'm gonna tell him anyway. Let me text him right now and let him know you're talking shit. Okay,
I
anyway,
hate you.
so Adriana says this is because you're supposed to be on my side. I don't agree with that, but y'all know I am. I'm a right is right, wrong is wrong kind of girl. And Julia is apparently too, because Julia says, I am on the side of justice. Adriana says, justice? I about fell out the bed. Okay. Kiki scoffs by saying, but you're a cheater. And then Adriana scoffs and says, you're a cheater. And then Alexia and Marisol are over there trying not to laugh because they have an alliance. But when Adriana was like, justice, you're a cheater. They were looking like, Lord Jesus.
They
Kiki
couldn't deny
says,
that Adriana was getting her wax in
yes.
over and over and over and over again.
Adriana storms out of the room and Kiki says, well, I only have one question. Did you or did you not sleep together? That's all I want to know. Where have you been the whole first half of this reunion, Kiki? Anyway,
Kiki, please.
Alexia wants to know who did what to who because she's in the midst of her lesbian awakening. Adriana says, as they're back on the couches, when Julia met her, she told her how pretty she was, like Snow White, and complimented her boobs. So, of course, it was only right for Adriana to take her to the bathroom and show her her boobs. Julia then showed her her butt because
Yep.
Adriana complimented her butt, and a lesbian engagement friendship was born from there. Adriana admits to heavy patting that went on between the two of them, but no scissoring. So basically, it's like one of those things where people say they're not gay because I didn't do nothing to them. She just ate me out. So I ain't gay, she gay.
I mean, I
Okay.
can follow the logic. I follow it.
Well, I mean, okay, sure. Um, Stephanie says there was absolutely scissors involved. Well, Stephanie, I always think she's on a construction site. Is she a lesbian at this point? Because what is going on?
On a construction site.
Julia says she told because after Adriana was heavily after she heavily patted Adriana, Adriana said, "Oh my God, wouldn't it be a great storyline if you left Martina for me?" Adriana absolutely said it. Adriana says Julia tried to fuck her in Spain in the little room, and Alexia says, "Objection! It was actually a suite, and oh yeah, it was a very big room." So what are you doing? Because she still wants to be mad at Adriana for something. It's crazy. It's got to be TV at this point, Jaime, because you just pointed out how they were backstage laughing with her. And I guess she thought that those cameras don't run even though they're on them. And then when they get back into the room, she's automatically like, "No, bitch, it's your fault. So get it right because it was a very big room that she tried to do that to you in, not a little one."
It was a very big room.
Okay. Adriana,
like, girl, you're not helping her. Please stop talking.
Okay. Adriana gives Julia a gift, a broken heart, because Julia snatched it out of her and Julia tosses it on the floor. And Marisol says, "Don't put that shit by me," because Marisol has PTSD because now she's got a heart and a liver sitting next to her. And so she doesn't want
Submitted to a
anything.
transplant list. You made some money off that.
Wow.
Get you
Okay.
somebody, get yourself up out the hood, Marisol.
Listen, because the house is little. Listen. I have a hard time believing the room. I don't have a hard time believing the rumors. I think the rumors, may have a shred of truth to them that they're trying to make the show Marisol, Stephanie, Kiki, Alexia, and Larsa. But and you guys know how I feel about Adriana and Julia. But Adriana, Julia, and Gertie ran this motherfucking reunion so far.
Yeah.
So why are we getting rid of the entertaining part? I do feel like Julia should go, but
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, she is at top of the list for me to go. But if we're going based off of sheer entertainment factor, why are we getting rid of the entertaining girls to keep the alliance? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And Marisol is the root of the problem with this show. And for as much as people hate Giselle, it's obvious across the board that she has become more likable with Robin being gone. And I think that not only would Alexia have a lesbian awakening, but she would also have an entertainment awakening because Alexia has not been entertaining for seasons to me if Marisol was gone, because at this point, I think Marisol is holding Alexia back.
Yeah.
And Nicole, in my opinion.
Yeah. When this show came back, how big of a fan of Marisol I was. I was a big fan of Marisol from the jump.
Yeah, because we had the nostalgia from the first half.
Yeah, but it is becoming painfully aware, particularly the last 2 seasons, that Marisol is desperate to keep this show afloat for herself. Like it's like she doesn't really have anything else going on, and she loves it, which I can understand. Like, she closed her business. Her mother passed away. So really the only thing that she is doing is hanging out with her husband, which I don't know what he does, and hanging out with Alexia. Like, she doesn't do a lot of anything. So I can see where this would kind of be her lifeline. And we said in season 1 of the reboot, she's found more of a voice since Mama Elsa has passed. Because it almost seemed like in the first airing of the show, she was almost like a reluctant participant in everything. Like, Mama Elsa was like making her show up to work every day. So for that, I was excited to see her back. But when you become desperate to stay on a show, it becomes very obvious what you are doing and how you're orchestrating things. And you become unlikable. You become the Gorgas. I enjoyed them initially when they came on because it was, they kept like Teresa on her toes. But after 10 seasons, it has become painfully obvious how desperate they are to just be on TV. And this is the only thing they have. So yeah, I would, as much as I still enjoy Marisol for the nostalgia, if she or Julia were to go, I would not be upset. I'd be like, great, let's get some dynamics moving. Let's see something else.
A lot of girls, I feel like with this show, anybody could go and I wouldn't really bat an eyelash.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say bat an eyelash. I would hate it. Like I hated to see. Like I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Nicole's going. So
But
a
Miami
couple of
is an
us,
ensemble.
yeah, I
Like
would be like, it's
everyone does.
unfortunate if Gertie had to go, right? I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. If Kiki had to go, I'd be like, well, you know. But like the majority of them, like I wouldn't miss Larsa. I wouldn't miss anybody. I just would not miss the. I would not miss the girls, honey. Jaime, you want to do the rest, or you want me to do the rest?
Yeah, let me pull up my notes really quick. Let's power through some stuff because I am hungry.
Hello. While
Listen, get
we're
me to
waiting,
brunch.
thank you, Natalia, for all of your super chats. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Got a lot of people watching on a Sunday afternoon, so that's cool. Thanks. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and keep the notification bells on. Today, immediately after the reunion, not reunion, today, immediately after Real Housewives of Potomac, we'll go live to discuss that. And last week, we had like 600 people watching.
Yep.
So we want to make sure that you join in the conversation and meet us here again at 9:05 p.m.
So really quick, Sean said, "Did you see the Bravo mugshots? Mama Elsa and Marisol was on it." Yeah, that happened like I want to say
That was
10
a
or
long time
15 years
ago.
ago. It
Yeah,
was
that was
a
a long time.
DUIs, DWIs, and then I think Marisol was driving, but then Mama Elsa hit a cop or like pushed or was being aggressive with a cop, so they both got arrested because they was drunk boots. All right, so after we switch gears, thank God, because I can't do any more of this. I'm getting homophobic. We get a Kiki package. I will still say, as much as she has started to annoy me with this picking and choosing to keep this alliance that she has with these white women together, I really have enjoyed the storylines of her immigration story, her family life, and I just hate that her being a thus bucket really like overshadows what could have been really like genuine storylines. Um, the story of like her family threatening her just because they think she's got money does make me a little sympathetic. We get an update she's working on relationships with her daddy. She realized that she had daddy issues and that's why she's dating men that she has dated. And everybody on the other couch is like, yeah, yeah. Even Gertie was like, yeah. Meaning she's had conversations like this with Kiki before. I also, Kiki, and it's probably going to happen in episode 3, but leading up to this, Kiki has made it seem like her and Gertie go at it, or her and Gertie have a thing, and she switched up on Gertie, saying Gertie never wanted her on the show. And the only thing that I've seen in the first 2 episodes is Gertie being relatively supportive to her and stuff that she says, and also not calling her out for her behavior on stuff. Even when we were talking about like the whole Julia of it all and how the internet turned on Kiki, Gertie didn't pile on. She was like, that's how I felt. You reprimanded me. Like she didn't pile on anything. So I'm wondering if that actually happened, or is Kiki trying to get ahead of something and embellishing to keep her place in the group of ladies, which I think what is probably more likely.
Go with your feelings, like Alexia.
No facts.
No, but I'm just saying, go with your feelings because what we're seeing is what it is. It's one
Yeah.
sided. It's one sided. She did not like the social media backlash. She's used to being fun, loved, Kiki. We love you. You show your tits. You take, you do your thing. You tick, and it's just like, no, no, no. You deserved criticism, and rightfully so. You don't get to evade criticism. You came in, you was hot, and you was wrong.
Yep.
And I'm glad that it was called out because Gertie only says and does but so much. So if she doesn't want to do it, move. Someone else will. And we did.
Yep.
And no, I don't feel bad for her. And I hate that you guys, I love that you guys, I would have been into it. I was ready for it. She really has turned me off ever since the fight. And I just see who she is now and I'm not interested.
Yeah. It's disappointing because you and I both for this show
I
wanted
fought
so
for her.
badly for Kiki to get
Yes.
more of a storyline than just being the horny tits out sex girl. We wanted to see family. We
I fought
wanted to
really
see
hard for
all of
her.
this.
Mhm.
And it's just disappointing that also I feel like maybe editing because she had all of that stuff this season, but it seems like it got overshadowed by her desire to play politics,
It's not
respectability
editing.
politics.
It's her self-editing because
Yeah.
it got overshadowed by her playing into the political game in order to stay have attachments to the show, and it also got overshadowed by her not bringing any substance outside of those scenes. Like she
Yeah.
didn't add to the group dynamic in a substantial way. You know what I mean? She made excuses for people. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. She makes excuses for people instead of calling them out and holding them accountable for what they did, even at the risk of losing your position. You would at least not lose your dignity, but now you're losing your dignity and you may also lose your position. And the sad fact about it is, as we'll see in just a little bit, she doesn't even know.
Yep. So we close up really quick her little package. Andy is asking Lisa how she feels because Kiki has gone on the record and saying that part of the reason she's repairing her relationship with her dad was at the encouragement of Lisa. So Lisa says that she was so happy that Kiki was doing that, rebuilding that relationship with her dad, but she wishes that she had got a chance to do it herself. She gets a little emotional. She had plans for her dad to come and kind of see her life now, but then he got sick. And that was why she was really so encouraging to Kiki. Kiki closes out and just says that, you know, she's thankful that her dad had her back when she was getting death threats from the family because that man went down to Haiti, put his foot in their asses, and they immediately stopped begging her for money. He said,
"'Cause
I'm
y'all
the
don't
only
fuck
one
this
that can
up
ask
for
my
me
daughter
too."
for money.
Right. Y'all are not gonna fuck this up for me too. Okay.
We get a package of like the ladies being extremely horny. Julia says Martina want to fuck on Kiki. Yuck. Like Julia is the only one coincidentally who's ever been in a threesome, which I also don't believe that because Lisa was hosting them Playboy Bunny parties with old pervy bald headed big
They
tit
think
Lenny.
people forget, man. They think people forget.
Lisa asked if animals watching count. Baby, the way Stephanie was disgusting.
Andy too. Andy was like, "No, the fuck."
Stephanie got new boobs. She went to Larsa's doctor. We missed this little part. During the break between the lesbianism, Kiki and Stephanie are in the dressing room, and
Oh, yeah.
Stephanie's talking about her new boobs. And she was like, look, I got my boobs. And Kiki grabs them. And
She was like,
Stephanie says, whoa, I didn't say you could touch them. She's like, sorry, I'm not Julia.
"Hey, everybody, did you see how everybody laughed? It's not like I'm Julia." Ooh, Julia, you are the butt of a joke, baby.
All right, so we get into, as we're wrapping up the reunion, we're getting to a package about Stephanie and Alexia's pissing contest. Alexia says that she had hoped that her and Stephanie would actually become friends because she knew that Stephanie was making an effort to get along with everybody except her. She felt that anytime, and I know you felt that too. She said anytime Stephanie talked to her, she felt it was to reprimand her or scold her. And Stephanie says, well, no. What was actually happening was your friends were talking shit about your husband to me before I ever met you. So the first time I met you,
she knew that, right?
right?
How did you know that?
And so Stephanie says, while I regret like it came out the way that it came out, and I probably my delivery should have been softer, I'd stand by it. I was trying to encourage you to say, your husband's a piece of shit. You don't deserve the way that he's treating you. You are so much better than him. And I see where I kind of went wrong. And Alexia still decides she wants to be mad. She's like, no, it wasn't your place. It was rude. It was whatever. And I don't even know. You don't even know my husband. And again, Stephanie is like, baby, your friends were running you and him low at a happy hour the day before.
Tommy, it does not matter. It wasn't her place.
It's my time to talk. Please let me.
Excuse me, girlfriend.
She said, click. Clip. All right. Well, welcome to No Jaime TV.
Oh, hell no.
I can understand Stephanie. Like, she felt like, listen, while I agree with you, like, maybe not the first time you meet me. Maybe this ain't your business. I can see why Alexia would be mad. But also, it's like, if all of your friends are saying how horrible your husband is, and I'm trying to just, like, be funny with you, I want to be like, girl, get away from that man. You don't need that man. So it ain't changing over there for you?
Because all of our what? Friends.
Feelings. Oh.
I got facts. We saw it. All of my friends. I don't know you.
Yeah, I get it.
Girl.
Girl. So please,
You like
keep
it
your
on talk
opinions,
you in the
however right
face.
they may
I
be,
don't
keep
know
them to
you.
yourself. We're not
I'm
in the
not that type
space.
of a person unless we're at having a conversation and I am welcomed into your business by you. I say this all the time. I know the song Ike, I wrote it. Remember, if you've ever seen um What's Love Got to Do with It? And Ike is telling Tina how to sing the song that she wrote. And she said,
I
hey,
know the words.
I wrote it. You can't tell me about my business. I'm right, this my business.
But we've also seen Alexia not know her business. The same thing with the narcissist party. That lady lies a
It's
lot.
absolutely not about Todd. It's about Todd.
She, I don't know if y'all knew this or not. It's about time.
Please, please, Bethany. Please, Bethany. Please don't say it's about Todd. It's about Todd.
Andy brings up if Alexia feels that Adriana was right by saying that the reason Alexia and Marisol had a problem with Stephanie is because they were jealous of her. And I'm like, let Adriana breathe a little bit. She just fought a big 6'3" lesbian for an hour. Like, give her a break. But Alexia says, well, that's all Adriana does. Every year she comes in and says, me and Marisol are jealous of some rich young new girl. And I'm like, well, if it walks like a jealous duck and quacks like a jealous duck,
a jealous
it may be a jealous duck.
Hey, I don't know.
Then for some reason they decide to turn it because this is what they do, deflect. And Alexia says, well, through the whole, beginning of getting to know, or no, was it, I think Marisol. Marisol says that when Stephanie came in, her biggest hesitation was not them, it was Adriana. And Stephanie says, hold on. What happened was you guys were putting shit in my ear about this lady. You were reinforcing how I wasn't going to like her. And I only knew her from clips that you would show me on the show.
They showed her all the bad clips, Adriana.
All the bad clips. She goes, I didn't have anything to go on. She goes, but the irony of this is Adriana has been the nicest one to me over this entire journey. And I'm like,
Kiki. I hope Kiki learned her lesson. All that sucking up for nothing.
Didn't get you on a plane, didn't get you brunch, didn't get you dinner.
Get discount.
It got you drinks for money to go back to your country that your dad pocketed. Allegedly. And by allegedly, I mean it's just us. We're alleged.
No, just you, bitch. I ain't got nothing to do with that. No Haitian threats.
Somebody said last week or the week before in the comments, they hope her dad doesn't steal that money. Like,
who said that?
Pull the comments up from 2 episodes ago. Someone said, God, I hope her dad don't steal that money.
He's gonna do it.
Oh, he's gonna do it. That's his Johnny J.
Yeah, that's just my Johnny J. Oh, she's married. Oh, I really want to know what somebody needs to interview.
I know Archie got an earful that day.
Oh my God. Oh, while she was drunk driving to a bar.
My God. The group agrees that Alexia does talk down to people, and Alexia says, no, I talk down to men, not women. Gertie's face. She said, baby, we have never seen that.
When?
Because the way that you've been begging Todd to take you back, we ain't never seen that. When? Quando. I'm going to say it in your language. Quando, Alexia. Quando did that happen?
When?
Never.
Who does Alexia think she is?
Never. Not Alexia. She thinks she's somebody else. She disassociated or something because Alexia, never. We get a package about the plane, and how everybody kind of, and you and I went back and forth on this. Stephanie flaunting her wealth was a big detractor for you. She turned you off.
No,
after
it wasn't flaunting the wealth, Jaime. Go ahead, though. I'll let you finish. It wasn't flaunting.
Oh, well, now you changed. Okay, Julia, change your story.
No, it was never that she flaunted her wealth. Is that she used her wealth and was like, if you don't do what I say, then this, and then got upset when people were like, well, we didn't want to do what you said, so. And she was like, well, how dare you not come? Bitch, you told us if they acted up, you was going to kick us off the flight. Are you crazy? No.
So Stephanie says, I grew up liking show and tell, thinking show and tell is awesome. So if I have something
Yeah.
to tell, I'm going to show it. And I like when other people work for stuff and show me, like, and I can kind of see it. For some reason, Alexia again is diverting why she was really mad at Stephanie and says, "Well, it was Gertie at the beginning of the season that was talking shit about you and your plane for flaunting your money." And Gertie was like, "Well, hold on a second. In context, I was telling you that I'd been on this show for 5 years and y'all were treating me like shit, but a bitch with a plane step on the scene and y'all are all kissing her ass."
And she cussed you out from here to Timbuktu.
So,
Alexia is dangerous. She purposely omitted that stuff.
yeah,
To make
baby.
Gertie
I
look
would
bad.
Gertie, and I'm glad that Gertie hopped in and was like, no, 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 tell the full story. I absolutely said that she had a plane and was flaunting her wealth, but I said that
Stephanie
y'all
was
were
like,
eating it
damn,
up.
Gertie.
Yeah, but I'm glad that Stephanie, once she heard that, was like, oh,
Oh, I don't know.
interesting. For some reason, at this point, Kiki decides that she wants to chime in and say, listen, really quick, for nobody who asked, this cast isn't racist. We're not racist. It's not racism. What it is classism. And I'm like, well, two things can be true.
See, that's what you don't get. That's what you don't get. Because a lot of the times, baby, I just have to tap upside the head like this. Because a lot of the time, you idiot, classism is
Gertie could
rooted in
literally be the
racism.
richest person on the cast, and they still would have sided with Julia in that incident.
And what she doesn't understand is it's all intertwined because a lot of the times, classism is rooted in racism. So they are not only treating you like that because they have more money than you, they're also treating you like that because you're black and you're broke. Okay?
It's also ironic. It's like, Kiki, y'all went to Spain, the birthplace of the class system. And you came back learning a new word, but not understanding the context and how it plays into institutional racism. Stop talking. Let somebody else do it. I know. Stop. I mean, I get what she was saying. She was like, look, it's, I think we all gravitate to people who have more money, but I don't think anybody on this cast is racist. I'm like, all right, Kiki, how much did they pay you to say that? Andy finally said the quiet part out loud, though, and said, well, in Stephanie's defense, this show is about people with money and them flaunting what they have. So, like, it's not Stephanie's fault the cast got poor across all the franchises.
Yeah, and honestly, that does not bother me that she had money. I did not like that she had it and was like because she did say she did say like if they acted up, they would have to catch the car back. Bitch, please. You're not gonna fly me, you're not gonna Lisa Barlow me and fly me in first class there and don't put me in the back. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm getting that. How you getting it like I got there and we just gonna have to fight? Or you do what people do when they were growing up, because I know it's been plenty of times I done rode in the car with a bitch I wanted to get cussed, I wanted to cuss out, but I kept my mouth shut. I got where we had to go because I would not be getting put out on the street.
Absolutely. Because one thing I hate even worse than the bitch I'm in the car with, it's walking in the heat. So I'm gonna keep my
walking in general. Let me tell you what I really hate. Because like I hate that because like you'll call an Uber or a Lyft or something, and then like you'll be standing here and they'll stop like right here. And now I have to walk to you to get in your car, and then you're gonna go this way anyway. That is so fucking stupid to me. Like, why would I walk to you and you have a car? That is so annoying. Like every time they do that, I just go like I like roll my eyes. I'm like, that's so stupid. Is that not stupid? Is that like have you ever thought about that?
It annoys me whenever there's no reason for it. Like, so we went to Cali Uchis a couple of weeks ago. The car couldn't get to where we were at. Like,
That's
traffic
different.
was nuts. So he was like, hey, could you walk? There's other times that we went to a pool party on a rooftop pool party over the summer, me and my boyfriend. This man made us walk 2 blocks because he couldn't find out where he was like, I really don't know where you guys are at. I'm like,
I'll even take that, Jaime, but I'm standing in front of the fucking medical office and you're right here in the driveway. If you don't pull up and come get me, oh my God, that's what it's not like that. Those things I can understand that we're gonna have to walk because I would much rather you not cancel this ride and I would just walk. I get it. But if I am standing in front of the fucking door, you can come up to the door because guess what? News flash. Like in what is the name? Dakota Fan. News flash. You're gonna have to drive past the door anyway.
right. You 33 more seconds, you would have been to me. Like just a little bit of gas. Inertia would have taken you to me.
That's when the Stephanie and me comes out.
Not you
That
classes
really
now.
pisses me off. I don't know if you can tell.
Not
That
you
pisses me
classes
off.
now.
I
All
hate
right,
that.
so we move on as we're wrapping it up. Andy asked Stephanie about Todd dragging her on Twitter, and Stephanie stands by it, and she says, "I think Todd is a loser. He's a wannabe influencer. He wanna be famous, and Alexia is too damn good for him." And Alexia's like, "Yep, yeah."
But see,
I'm
that's different. He came for her.
But
So
also Alexia
I'm on
and
Stephanie's
Stephanie
side
are
with that.
friends now. So yeah, run my man low.
Well, that
Run
too,
him
but I'm
low.
also on Stephanie's. But then, yes, also I know her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's okay. She can get her rocks off, but also he called her to the carpet first. So because he called her to the carpet first, and now she's more entrenched and ingrained. All of it makes sense. It makes sense now, but it
Yeah.
just did not make sense to me at the beginning. Do not come to me talking about my ain't shit man, and he ain't shit. And not only is he not shit, and you telling the truth, I don't know you, and you got the nerve to be right about him, girl. If you don't get up my motherfucking face.
Stephanie and Alexia talk about their similarities. They didn't really give each other a chance initially, which you and I said this at the beginning. They're the same person. Stephanie says that she learned that Alexia is genuinely a sensitive and kind person, and the camera pans to Adriana, who is really trying to make 2 + 2 equal whatever the fuck it is that Stephanie is saying about.
I don't know how to be that.
She says, surely not to me. To oops.
Certainly not I.
Where was I? Yes. Alexia says that, you know what? I feel like initially we are the same person, but we didn't give each other a chance. Initially, we just kind of jumped right in and we were butting heads, but now we're great. They end this section with the little Tarzan call, and everybody's kikiing, and it moves over to Gertie, who's sitting there like.
And I'm so glad Gertie did not blink.
Absolutely.
You know how as a black woman. Thank you.
Absolutely. Because no, I'm not doing this. But also, why would I want to, like, Alexia don't fuck with me. Alexia's been nasty to me for the last 13 hours on this reunion.
Guess which black woman did beat on her chest?
Ooh. Ooh.
Kiki.
Ooh. After that, we get a little bit of a package. You know what? I'm liking Stephanie a little bit more.
I can tell.
She absolutely comes off as abrasive. She absolutely puts her foot in her mouth. She absolutely oversteps when she talks about things. But what I felt watching through the season is that it's almost like she watches herself back and course corrects and takes notes on like, ooh, that came up. So initially at the beginning of the Gertie and Julia fight, she had only seen what was going on. And then as she's seeing all the stuff behind the scenes, she started at that Watch What Happens Live by saying, I wish Gertie would let things go. So now she's staunchly like, oh, Gertie, I see what Julia is. And it's one of those things where it's like, maybe because I suffer from that too. I open my mouth before I have all the information. And then I have to retract a statement like I've done multiple times on these shows.
That's it, baby. We accept you for you.
So it's I get it. She's annoying. Absolutely. But I will respect that in all of this, she still admits that she's friends with Gertie. She's friends with Adriana, and these bitches are not going to use her to gang up on them. I'm liking that she can see through Julia's little slut self. So
dirty little whore. Stephanie does not have to go for me. Like I said at the beginning, I was like, she gotta go.
Yeah.
But she still did not deserve first chair. I stand on that. I stand by that. And it was not first chair worthy. And there was something that happened that I wanted to talk about really quickly because it was funny. Not talk about it, but draw attention to it. And that was when they were doing the all of the Real Housewives of Miami are horny compilation where they were drawing the penises, and
I knew you were going to do that
because I had to. And Julia said, "Oh, do you think because I'm a lesbian, I don't know how to draw a penis?" And then somebody at the reunion, it was either Gertie or Adriana. Somebody said, "Oh, we know you can," and I fucking hollered. Did you hear what she said? They said that.
No.
Oh, we know you can. No.
And it's Haitian. Haitian penis.
You know all about that penis, don't you? And another thing I didn't get to bring up, that was funny, sticks out to me is that I just want to keep whacking Julia because
thank you.
You're welcome. Because she had multiple inappropriate encounters with Adriana and had Adriana all up in them people, all up in her house, all in front of her wife, all around her
Yep.
children. That is gross. And so, I just think that she is diabolical. And we're going to list the list again. She's sneaky. She's a liar. She's a cheater. She's manipulative. She's
Got wet
manipulative.
hair.
She's, I'm but she's deep and dangerous, and she also was pivoting and positioning herself to make sure that when the ladies were successful in removing Adriana, she had the relationships necessary to be on the show, which I
Without
cannot
her.
fault you for doing, but it's the way that you went about doing it, as opposed to saying, listen, I am a grown adult. I can be friends with who I want to be friends with, and you cannot dictate that because you're not friends with them. You know what I mean? And if she would have just said that out loud and stood in that, nobody can knock her for that. But she was being covert about it, and that's just sneaky and not cool. And
Yep.
so, yeah. And the ironic part about it is there are rumors going out. I haven't heard anything substantial, so I can't confirm nor deny the rumors. This is rumors. This is not fact. So I just want to say that. But there are rumors that Martina is meeting with divorce lawyers to get rid of Julia's ass. And it's crazy because not only are you in jeopardy of losing your spot on the show, you're in jeopardy of losing your marriage. And the only financial hope that you have is now that you have these two children that you have tied to, you've tied to someone who really does not want them. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out if they separate, how Martina goes about parenting these children, because she didn't want them in the first place and now she's grown an attachment to them. But will she co-parent the children, or does she want nothing to do with the children? And now Julia is stuck with them without a feasible or foreseeable income, unless she attaches her hooks to Captain Sandy next. I don't know.
No, not hooks. Tentacles. So we're ending this little package. Starting, you can tell episode 3 is going to be Larsa and Lisa's package.
Mhm.
Talking about Larsa's new man. She's talking about how he wants more kids, and I'm like, baby, that ship has sailed for you. I'm going to hold your inflatable hand when I say this. Yes, there have been women over 50 who have had children. You will not be one.
What? I'm not going nasty because I was gonna
You
say
will not be one.
she thinks she pregnant with gas, but I don't want to go there because I don't want to seem like that. Or like when she gives birth, she don't deliver dust, but I don't want to seem like a person that's not.
Jesus. I'm not even, well, the age thing, but also realistically, like, you have so many foreign objects in your body, in your
Oh, I
booty,
was. Well,
in
what were
your
you going
breast. You
with
can't,
that?
like, baby, I don't think it's medically responsible for you to attempt to get. Now, great. Obviously, we can get surrogacy. Love that. Just don't tell Martina. She's gonna hate you. But it's also like, babe, you have been dating for 8 months. Why are you talking about babies? She did the same thing with Marcus. The first reunion. Yeah, we've been dating 8 months. We're talking about marriage. My God, lady. My God. You were married for 20 years. Be single. Like, it's okay. Lisa says, or they ask Lisa specifically when her and Larsa were fighting. Lisa made an off the cuff comment about everybody knows who you are. Andy asked what she's alluding to, and she goes, well, what I love about Lisa is she has gotten a little smarter, even though she is still dumb. She's trying to be diplomatic. Well, hereunto, in the parameters of the public opinion, there are a subset of people in Chat GPT that
It sounds
shit
like
is
me.
talking. It's shit, right? It reminds me of that meme of Jasmine Masters. It's when is it does become.
When does it? Ah. She talks like, I don't know for you old school in Living Color heads, but there's a character that Damon Wayne's plays. That's like he's in jail, but he's like reformed, and he's been like reading words in the dictionary, but he doesn't put them together correctly. So it'll be like the prostitution. Oh, my bad, my brother. The prostitution of the alliteration. I meant to say the illustration of the Like, and it's like, what are you talking? What?
God bless Lisa.
The thing
God
about
bless
Lisa
her.
is she'll eventually run out of gas, and the poor thing will tuck her out. So
The thing that had me howling was right after she said, just ask Chat GPT. Stephanie said, what did Chat GPT? So as she's looking up, Larsa and Lisa are fighting. Larsa's like, I was married for 22 years. I've got superstar kids. Lisa, we all got superstar kids. Andy got superstar kids. Andy, how are my kids in it? Don't
I
bring me
would
in
like
it.
you not to bring my kids up on this
Oh,
platform.
I've got multiple companies that I started. I bought my house with my own money. And Lisa was like, well, baby, didn't you get that money from a divorce? Like, so how is it your money? And Larsa's like,
Nah.
no, 20 years. It's like,
No, she said that she was. Then they called her a gold digger. She was like, "I'm not a gold digger. I got married at 22."
and I was like, oh,
So you are a gold digger? I don't get it.
I still can't decide who has less brain cells, Lisa or Larsa. Yeah, it's two dumb bitches telling each other exactly.
Exactly.
And so we end finally with we're digging a little deeper why Larsa was really so upset with Lisa after the breakup. She gets emotional, which doesn't happen a lot. And Larsa's a lot of things, but she's very stoic. She doesn't cry a whole lot. She doesn't get emotional, but seeing her get worked up about this kind of softened me to her. But the problem with Larsa is she's going through all this. She says that that man was essentially living with her. He was the first man that she brought around her kids. Her kids were upset about the breakup. The way that he ended things was really hard, dragging her in the press, threatening, sending messages. She took the breakup really hard. Her parents even had to come and stay with her because she was so distraught about it. And here's the problem that I have with Larsa. You're going through all of this. And Lisa says, well, I didn't know that. You never told me any of it. Larsa says, well, you never answered the phone. I wanted you to just answer the phone and just listen to me. And this is where Lisa and Larsa are the exact same person. Highly self-involved. They're not great listeners, but even worse than they listen is they do not communicate what specifically they are feeling. They don't let people know what's going on. They just word jumble, word vomit stuff. You know that they're angry. And it takes 6 goddamn months for them to finally sit down and be like, well, this is why I was angry. And then you're like, bitch, had you said that from the jump, I would have unfollowed that man. We wouldn't have been here. Now look at us. We end the episode with Andy asking Lisa how she felt when Larsa told her, well, you shouldn't be in Milan if your dead alive daddy only has a week to live, maybe already dead, but he's still here.
Because she had me confused. I had to wind it back. Because when she said her dad died shortly before L was, I thought she said L was born. I was say, wait, he died 5 years ago. I had to rewind it back, and she said shortly before he only met L shortly before he passed. And I said, oh.
Not another timeline. These timelines that Lisa has with her family are worse than the MCU. What Earth are we on? Earth 512? What universe is that Fantastic Four coming? I'm confused.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was so confused. Like, I know.
That man was alive.
What? I was so confused. I had to run it back to get it. But yeah, Larsa, even though we had a good time with that over here, Larsa was low down and dirty for that. That was some nasty shit she said out her mouth about that lady. That's the thing, LC Charm. Larsa said Larsa didn't have a storyline, but they want to get rid of all the girls who did. I just was like, I'm confused by what they're thinking. It's good television.
The comments even said that. Like Larsa literally just was on the couch for 2 episodes, giving little one-liners just to be contrarian for Gertie or to Adriana. Like, I can't remember. Someone said, did Larsa forget she was at the reunion?
She didn't know where she was at after a little while. That
not a little while. Her little Fashion Nova dress. It looked like she was going to go see a concert.
She was at a luau. No, but there was something that Larsa did do that managed to get on my fucking nerves. Is when Gertie was saying how I've been here for 5 years and y'all hate my guts. But Stephanie could cut y'all out from Timbuktu and y'all all jockeying to get on her plane and forgive her. I want to know why.
Yeah.
And when Gertie was talking, Larsa was like, "Oh God, oh God."
Yeah. I hate that lady so much. And I know she's a healthy villain, but even then, like, she didn't do anything.
She's not a healthy villain. She didn't clock. No, you're supposed to terrorize people.
You terrorize Lisa, and Lisa's an easy target. Like, Julia, at this point, violent, you terrorizing Lisa is just bullying.
If Julia wasn't violent, I would say she could. Yeah. You're crazy. If Julia wasn't so violent, I would say she could stay because she's a villain. And there's
Yeah.
nothing more that I like than to hate Julia. I love it.
You know what? If Julia comes back, I need every single person to come back because I need Adriana and
Oh,
Gertie
Julia better not
to
bring her ass
stay
back on the
tagging that
show.
ass.
Yeah, no,
Stay tagging that ass.
Julia better not bring her ass back on the show. That's all I got to say about that. Unless Martina is leaving her. That's all I want to see. Martina leaving her.
Plot twist.
Larsa did
Martina and
nothing.
Adriana join forces to bring down Julia. First Wives Club. Rest in peace, Diane
Because
Keaton. Oh my
one
God.
thing about it, I do believe that Kiki would not mess with Julia, but I believe if Martina threw it in some dollar signs at it, she'd be right on over there, and I would watch it. I mean, I wouldn't watch that, but I would watch that. No, I would never. I don't like that.
I don't know what ladies do. I don't know what women do.
I'm a woman myself. I don't want to see. I don't even like to watch myself pat myself.
I like to watch myself. What do you mean you want me to watch me throw my legs over myself? No.
50 years old talking about legs to the moon.
Legs to the moon. He's somebody's grandma. Okay.
She really is.
Grandma the baby. Let's wrap this up. We ended. I will say the reunion has been great. It has been frustrating, particularly episode 1. Adriana, I know we were pissed off at her the last couple of episodes for that's stupid, but she proves this episode why she is great on the show, because when that lady gets wound up, it's a dog with a bone. Like, she does not let go. She terrorizes over and over and over. And again, it reminded me, I don't understand why she's not a full-time house member or a housewife. Like, I don't get that. She's the source of so much.
Because she's proven that she'll do it for less. Because anybody who knows their salt and they're worth their weight, they'll say no, thank you.
Yeah.
When you come at me with a mojito, holla at me.
Yeah. I will say, if you remove Adriana, I don't know what that couch is gonna like. What are they doing?
Any other couch.
Any couch.
Like, I'm just like either side of the couch. Like, they need Adriana. I'm upset with Adriana. I am. I have not. It's not for me to forgive, but I'll never forget what she did.
Yep.
I'll never forget how she lied about it and covered it up. I'll never forget how she worked with her sworn enemy to cover up the fact that she said something that could have been taken as racially insensitive. And the reason why I am taking it as racially insensitive is because you don't go to those lengths to cover things up if you truly did not mean it that way. And she's
exactly. We've said multiple times.
Yeah, and I don't know how many
all
times
it could have done was, oh my God, I didn't mean that.
That's not what I meant. This is what I meant. And so that is why I want Kiki to wake up and realize that although there's classism involved, one of the hugest elements of classism is racism. So she was calling your ass ratchet because not only does she think she's better than you, because she doesn't think that she's ratchet. All right, I'm finna go. Unmic me.
I'm scared. Take this mic off. I don't want to be here no more.
I'm tired of the bullshit. Can we get rid of Marisol indubitably?
Come on, you 3 for 3.
Oh, please.
Webster Dictionary.
Hey. I just saw that. Hey there, Mavis Pearl. Hey, Mavis Pearl. I just saw that Gertie called out Julia's social worker on IG for talking shit on. Why is Julia a social worker?
Ma'am, why are you on Instagram commenting on anything? Your job is to make sure those kids are safe, and that's it. That's it. You're a government employee.
You're worried about the wrong thing. You need to be worried about getting paid.
Thanks.
She is.
Oh.
Don't government.
I'm hungry. Can we wrap this?
Can we wrap this? Going to shut down?
Can we wrap this?
We can go. I was just saying she need to be worried about other things, you know? Let's go home.
Let's bounce.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. I thought you meant like you had another segment to go.
Oh no, that was the end.
Done. Okay. Yeah, so we could definitely go. I'm sorry. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in to Mojito Mommies. We only have one more left. Aww. But we've had such an incredible ride. Yay. Social workers need to worry about those kids with the violent Julia. She the one that placed them there, baby. That's crazy. Well, no, I don't know if she placed them there, but anyway, now that she is on social media taking up for that Fulia. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate you watching wherever you're watching. Make sure that you guys like the video. I see you in the comments in the lounges, and the lounge does not match the like. So let's make a match. Thank you for tuning in. For Jaime, my name is Chase. We will see you later on tonight for the Real Housewives of Potomac review immediately after the show. So come on and join us and have some fun. And we will see you when we see you. And till then, we bid you good night and adieu.
Buenos nachos.
Oh, okay. Nachos?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.